Everyone, welcome to Binary Options Trading with iTech Express. Now, in this video, I want to give us a very simple strategy that we can use to trade binary options. Please, this strategy is simple, but it requires discipline. You need to obey the instructions given to you if you truly want to make it with this strategy. But if you want to really trade binary option like a professional, I advise you join the masterclass. In the masterclass, I will show us our recommended strategy, the strategy that I've been using to make money without fear in binary options. Now, many persons says when you are trading binary options with practice account, you'll be winning, and by the time you switch to active account, as in you want to use your money to trade, you start losing. Now, that is not actually true. The problem is our mindset. What happened when you are in free account is the same thing that happened when you are using paid account, as in your active account, your money to trade. The same thing, no difference. But when you are using free account, you don't care. You just put any money. When you see perfect signal, you put it without fear. But when you are using paid account, even when you see perfect signals, there is a fear in you that you may lose the money. So because of that, you may not put it at the right time, or you may not even put it at all. And by the time you see a signal that is not that perfect, just because you lost the good signals in the first place, you may rush and put it, and before you know it, you will lose it. So please practice very well these signals I'm going to show you. Then the strategy I'm going to show you, practice it very well. Use it over and over again. Make sure you understand it before you deposit your money, so that you won't say, oh, what this person shows us is not good. But please, I advise again, if you truly want to trade binary options, join the masterclass. The truth is, you will be seeing some secrets that you never knew about binary options, and believe me sincerely, you will truly enjoy the training. Now let's get started with our free strategy. Again, I'm going to set up the chart for some of us that don't know how to set it up. So I will set it up right now. Come to this time here, the chart type is already on candlesticks. Now 1 minute is selected. We can choose any other minutes. We can choose 5 minutes, you can choose 15 minutes. For those trading Forex trading, please use 15 minutes. If you want to use these signals to trade Forex, use 15 or 30 minutes. Do not use 1 minute. But for binary options, you can use just 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and so on. 1 minute is okay, but 5 minutes is perfect. Alright, let's continue. Now let's add our indicators. So I will add here Bollinger Band. Then turn this to 9. Remember, change the period to 9 to make it more spreadable. Then I will add again stochastic oscillator. Just add it without changing anything. Now, this is what we need. Let's make it more visible. This is what we need to trade binary options. But please listen to this instruction. Now, in this stochastic oscillator, we have a green line at the top, we have a red line under. Green line 80, that is overbought, and red line under 20, oversold. Now there is our stochastic line moving in between the green line and the red line. Let's scroll so you see what I'm talking about. You can see the stochastic line here is at the middle, then coming down to this place, and right now is under the red here. In this spot says under the red. So when it's here, we say the market is at oversold. Then if it is above the green line, we say the market is at overbought. Right now, you can see in this place now it has not gotten to the green, close to the green line. So there is a point where it will be outside the green line. There is a point where it will be below the red line. So take note of those points. It's very, very important. Like in this place now, you can see it's under the red, but it's not too far from the red line. That is not too okay. Okay, see this place here. You can see it's under the red line and it is very far from the red line. This is perfect. You can make use of this as a signal. Now we trade only when the stochastic line is above the green line, far from the green line, or below the red line. That's only when we will trade. We will place a trade. Take note of the signal. We are using overbought and oversold signal. Overbought and oversold signal. That is the strategy we will be using. Overbought, oversold signal. Now, you can see, let's keep going. You can see this one here. The stochastic line is above the oversold line, so it's even far from it, so that is perfect. All right, let's come back. Okay, then another thing we need to know, our Bollinger Band have three lines: the upper band, the middle band, and the bottom band, that is the lower band. Upper band, middle band, and the lower band. Now when the candlestick is touching the lower band, that is what we call lower trend. And if it is touching the upper band, it is called upper trend. So when it is touching the lower band, it is expected that you will get a red candle. When it is touching the lower band, it is expected that this thing will likely show red candles. But remember, this is OTP market. I advise don't trade OTC. Please don't trade OTC market. It is dangerous. If you want to trade with normal market. So because I'm not using my real money, that is why I can even try OTC. OTC is not advisable because it is being regulated by computer system. So when this candles is moving at the upper bound, that is the upper line, it is called upper trend. If it is moving at the lower line, it is called lower trend. Now, how do we use this strategy? Very simple. You watch it. Make sure this stochastic line is below the red line, very far from the red line. Then these candlesticks, they are moving close to lower band. Then you pick down. as in put, which is red, you are expecting red candle to show. If the stochastic line is above the green line, as in it's moving at the top of the green line, and this candlestick, like this one now, is touching the upper bound, then we can choose green. We are expecting a green candle to show. So let me add more assets. We already have Euro USD, so right now I will add more. Let me add the GBP USD. Let's add more. AUD CAP. I think that is enough. 3 is enough. So let's go back to Euro USD. I will save this strategy now and use it. I will save this indicator rather and use it in the rest. So I will come here, go to template and click on save template and call it free mistake there. Save and call it free indicator. Let me just save it. So I will go to the rest, Euro GBP, come here to templates, look for free indicator to be applied immediately. Wow, this is a perfect signal. You can see this is above the green line, and the candlesticks, they are already touching the upper bound. That tells you the green line will show. Most of the candlestick that will be showing at the top will be green, because it will continue on that line for some time. Now the red may show maybe once, but green candles will show more. As the probability that the green candle will be showing will be more in this place. The red may show, yes, but the next candle will likely be green. So the same thing, I come to this place, go to indicators, templates, look for my indicator, and then select. So here is not a perfect signal. Why? The stochastic line is touching the red. It is not below the red. It must be a bit far from the red, like in this case where it is far from the green. So we expected that green candles will be showing. Like in this case, no perfect signal. So now let's use this place. There's a perfect signal here. Let's use this place. Now, how do we use it to trade? The minimum deposit you should have is $20. Minimum deposit is $20. So this is how you will do it. First, you invest this amount, this place where you put the amount you want to invest here. You put the amount you want to invest. So first you will invest $1. So please trade as if you are using your real money. First you will invest $1. If peradventure the $1 did not go, the $1 did not go, meaning as it failed, what you do in your next trade, you invest again $1. Now this is how we do it. You invest $1. If the $1 did not go, you invest $1 again. If it did not go, you invest $3, making it $5. If it did not go, you invest 5. Or another alternative you can use, you invest $1. If it did not go, you invest $2. If it did not go, you invest 5. And if it did not go, you invest 11. Now that means you have about 4-5 running. Let me show you what I meant. Since we are using a free account, so I can easily show you. So right here we have $1. Put here $1. Please, this is not a perfect signal, but I just want to use it to show you. Now we wait for this time that is counting here. You can see 29 December 6:12 and some seconds, 45 seconds. So immediately it got to for the 59 seconds. I will pick my trade. So now it's 56, 57, 58, 59. Then I pick and confirm. Now I just put $1 that this candle will go up. Now normally this is not a perfect signal, so I don't expect even the candle to go up. But I'm just showing you how to place a trade before showing you the signal and how to use the signal. So let's allow it to count. I just invested $1. Now it is remaining some seconds to go and we are winning. Okay, it's on the losing side right now. I told you it is not a perfect signal, but I just want to show you how to place a trade. Now we lost that. Now if you lost $1, the next thing you should do is to look for, and don't start putting and running the race like that. No, the next thing you should do is you should wait for a perfect signal again. That first one wasn't a perfect signal. Okay, we can see signal showing up here. Let's wait for this one. Make sure it is above or below the red line. Right now no one is above, no one is below, but this one is coming under. Let's wait and see if it will be under the distance. You have to wait. You keep checking all the distance, waiting for the perfect signal. Right now there is no perfect signal. So you place $1. If $1 loses, you try with $2. If $2 did not go, you go with $5. And if $5 did not go, you go with $11. That is 4 raises. But if you really want to have more raises, I advise you go with $1. If $1 did not go, you go with another $1. That is $2. If that did not go, you go with $3. That is total of $5. And if $5 did not go, you go with 5. If $3 did not go, you go with 5, making a total of $10. If that $5 did not go, you go with 10. But before you finish running these ways, you will win 1, 1, 3, 5, 10. That is $20. Total of $20. Okay, let's wait for signal. Right now there is no signal. There is no signal, so you cannot place a trade. Don't just be pressing a trade until you see a signal. It told us the signal should be that you have this stochastic line is above the green line or below the red line. When it's above the green line or is below the red line. This one gradually is coming under, you can see it, and the candlestick is touching the lower bound. So that tells you we will soon have a signal here. So let's wait for it. Already I've selected $1. So I've selected $1. Okay, like this one also is coming under gradually, but we can't pick this trade because it is not under yet. So it is advisable you wait that this stochastic line is below the red line and is a bit far from the red line before you pick. Wait for it. Don't assume it will be below the red line. You may make mistake. Don't assume. Like you can see this one now, it has reversed. It didn't even enter the red under. So please do not pick. So still waiting. Sometimes you may wait for almost an hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour before you see a perfect signal. And when you see a perfect signal, you place a trade. You don't just place trade anyhow. So this is one of our signals, but it is not too perfect. So if you want a good signal, please join the masterclass. Alright, I think this is under now. Oh, it's not too far. This thing is still not too far from the red. Let's wait for the next candle to see what will happen. Now, the best time to pick, because this is actually under already, the best time to pick, it is when you see a green line showing and then it reverses to red. Like in this case, okay, you can see it's changing to red. From green it's changing to red. If you pick that, it will be perfect. Or a green candle shown, the next candle become red, then you pick immediately. So you can see this green become red. So I will pick in this candle, and this is already under. Or if it turn to green, I won't pick. If it is red at the end, I will pick. Alright, I picked the trade and I confirmed it. I put only $1, saying that this will go down. Okay, let's see what happens. Now again, you can see that the stochastic line is already below the oversold line, and we pick that this thing will be red. Of course, it's going under and reverses to green. It is possible. So when this happens, you can run the second raise immediately. If you feel that this will fail, you run the second raise. But as it is now, I'm not sure it will fail because the signals is okay. So let's see what happens at the end. Okay, we want the trade. I hope you understand the signal. Alright, let's see if we will get another one. Okay, this is gradually showing, but take note, this is OTC market. It is not advisable. This is OTC market. Do not trade with money on OTC. It is not advisable. Let's look for another signal. Okay, one is showing up here. Let's see what happens. If this will go under and there's a reversal here, then we pick. Let's wait. Okay, this looks like it. Let's see. Yes, I'll pick here. pick a trade, choosing that the candle will come down. Now, why? Because the stochastic line is already under the red line, and this candle was actually green and it turned to red. So I pick here, saying that the next candle will go down. Now you can see it's already going down, it's showing red. Let's look for another signal. Why this one is still on? Or where is it? Wow. I'll show you this active. I think it's active. Yes, it's active. Where is it here? Alright. Perfect. We won the trade. You can see how much we have is increasing. We won $0.88 to our account. Just look for more signals. I hope you understand what I'm showing you. And you can see here also is under. Let's see what happens if it was turning green and later reverse back to red, or a green candle show before showing red. Like in this case, we have a green candle before red, the next candle will be red. Since the stochastic is already oversold, if it is overbought, the green candle will show first. Let's see if I will get a signal like that. Like in this case now, this is still under. Now we have a green candle. Let's see whether we'll have a red candle. If you have a red candle, then it will be perfect moment to pick. But I advise, when you pick one in one asset and you get it right, please wait for another perfect signal. Don't rush and be putting your money, you will lose. Okay, let's see what happened here. This thing is too close to the line. I'm afraid of this kind of signal. It's not really far from the red line, so it's not clear where the candle will go. It's not really far from the red line. If it is far from the red line, it will be perfect. Like in this case, you can see it is far from the red line, so you know perfectly that this is going to be red. It's not really too far, and the candles are big. I will not advise this signal. It's not far from the red line. It may work, but it's not far from the red line. Not far. Okay, you can see it working actually. It may still go to red because it's now a bit far from the red line, indicating that red candle will keep building up. But if the candles are big, it's advisable you don't pick. Let's leave this. Please don't pick. It's the baby candle. Do not pick. Just allow it to go. Oh, it's still very far from the red line. Wow, which means. So let's watch what happened here. This is where the perfect signal actually is. Okay, we have another moment here. Let's see what happens. Okay. No, there's no signal here. hammer candlestick, but I won't trade. I'm not trading hammer, so why is it to forget about it? All right. There was a signal here, but I didn't put it because it was not too clear to me. Now, even when I'm using free account, I still have to trade as if I'm using my real money. Okay? If you truly want to win, treat binary options like a business, not like a game. If you treat it like a game, you will lose. So you can see here, this goes up and return back, but this one is not too far from the red, so it's advisable not to pick. It must be far from the red. It must be far from the red. It must be below it. As if it is all at the red line, do not pick. Okay, let's see this one. If this candle reverses down, then I will pick for red. If it goes up, that is it, I can't pick. Let's see this place. This is picking up as if it's turning to a signal. Another thing is that this is a bit far from the lower bound. A bit far from the lower bound. It's far. You can see it's not even actually red. It's not showing as if it's actually want to come down. So it's advisable you forget such signals. You're supposed to have a real candle, red candle, but this is like a doji. So please do not pick it. I will pick one more to indicate what I'm showing you. I'm just trying to show us the kind of signal you may see and just allow it to go. That's why I'm wasting time like this, showing you signals. Not all signals you pick. You can see if you pick the right one, you win. But make sure it is above or below. This one is actually below, but the candlesticks are too far from the lower bound. The candlesticks should be touching the lower bound. Then you know it is good to go. Like in this case now, you can see the candlestick is coming down, and this stochastic line is under the oversold. Is at oversold. So there's probability that the next candle will still be red. So right now I will pick. Let's see what happened to this candle. If this candle build up where I will pick red. So right now we pick. So I'm waiting for it to turn to 59 first. Get to 59, pick. Pick that the candle will come down. That the next candle will come down. So let's watch what happens. So we have about 20 seconds remaining. It's actually in the morning, as in it's on the right side. So let's see what happens in the next seconds, in the final seconds. So you can see that we won the trade. You can see we won the trade. So treat it, even if it is free money, treat it as if you are using the real money, and then you will not lose your trade. Just follow the instruction, you won't lose the trade. But please, if you really want to trade like a professional, join the masterclass. I say it again, you will not lose your trades. Thank you.